Our gospel reading today is from the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 13 through 19. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. This was now the third time that Jesus appeared to the disciples after he was raised from the dead. When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my lambs." A second time he said to him, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Tend my sheep." He said to him the third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter felt hurt because he said to him the third time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my sheep. Very truly, I tell you, when you were younger, you used to fasten your own belt and to go wherever you wished. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will fasten a belt around you and take you where you do not wish to go." He said this to indicate the kind of death by which he would glorify God. After this, he said to him, "Follow me." May God bless the reading, hearing, and understanding of his holy word.
Thank you, Jimmy, for reading our gospel lesson this morning. We all love a good comeback story. We cheer for characters in books and movies when they bounce back from major challenges. We celebrate stories within our own lives about recovery from illness or addiction or coming back from general life valleys of disappointment. And let's not forget the most miraculous of modern underdog victories. You're down to the very last attempt in the Wordle of the day. You have only 2 letters figured out. And then you type in some obscure guess, and suddenly, zesty. You've got it. What a triumph. As a resurrection people, we believe in the ultimate comeback story, the one about Jesus overcoming death, proving to the world that God's love is more powerful than evil. Today's gospel reading is unique because it's about 2 comeback stories. The comeback king himself grants another chance to the very person who denied him. And then he offers this beautiful invitation: follow me. To our confirmands, this is an important gospel lesson to share with you today. Not because I believe that you've done something wrong, or because I believe that you've behaved in any such way that you are in need of redemption or a comeback. On the contrary, you are extraordinary, just as you are. But this is an important lesson for people choosing to continue their faith journey, because we recognize that every journey includes a winding road with peaks and valleys. You will likely have occasions during which you will doubt God's presence in your life. Or maybe you'll deny Jesus altogether. You might even enter a season when you question if this Christian faith is yours at all. The late Rachel Held Evans, an author and arguably one of the most relatable modern theologians, would often start her writings with this: "On the days when I believe." It is such an honest revelation. Rachel admitted that some days are easier than others to believe in God and Jesus and everything that is a part of this beautiful and confusing and sometimes messy world of Christianity. Adults, I have a question for you. Can I see a show of hands from those of you who have ever had doubts about God or wrestled with your Christian faith? Confirmands, turn around and take a look. Thank you. We don't admit these things to scare you. In fact, I hope you take comfort in knowing that you are not alone in any uncertainty you experience. I hope you take comfort in knowing that you're not alone at all, ever. That's what today is all about. In this gospel story, according to John, Jesus had already died and risen and had come back. He is not a ghost or a spirit. He appears in the flesh. And given all the people he could spend his time with, he chooses to make Peter one of them. The same disciple who denied Jesus 3 times is now answering Jesus' question, "Do you love me?" 3 times. "Yes, yes, yes," replies Peter. Then Jesus explains to Peter that his love will be demonstrated in how he cares for others. "Follow me," he says. Confirmands, this invitation to follow Jesus is extended to you too, and to all of us. It's an invitation to be shaped by him and his love. But hear this, it is also encouragement for you to shape others. You have influence in the places where you move and live, and with the people you come to know. You are called to take up space in such a way that your presence brings love, creates room for justice, and offers safety. That's the Jesus we have come to know, and the one we are called to follow. There are no promises that this will be easy. Do it anyway. We're with you. But the very best news is for this congregation, because it means that these confirmands will be with us. I want to affirm for each of you and share with members of our faith family the many gifts that you bring to this shared adventure. I warned some of you about this part of the sermon. Casey, you bring every ounce of your energy to the soccer field and the track and each relationship in your life. Yes, you demonstrate good sportsmanship, but more importantly, you live with wholehearted goodness in general. We are blessed by your gifts for teamwork, for leadership, and by your poise and confidence. We need you walking with us, coaching and encouraging us along the way. You are a gift to us. Lily, with your humor, your lively spirit, and your deep curiosity, you bring real joy to every gathering. Following Jesus can be messy and days can be hard, so we will come to rely on your wit and maybe your sarcasm. There is never a dull moment in your presence. We will also grow and learn from your desire to understand others. You are a blessing to this church. Nora, your devout loyalty is a gift to every person lucky enough to call you their friend. That, coupled with your boundless creativity, your honest insights, and your compassionate perspective, bring tremendous value to the church and to the entire world. Thank you for choosing to share those blessed parts of yourself with us. Zora, being in your presence evokes a sense of calm and assurance. As we embark on this journey of following Jesus together, you will undoubtedly steady every wobbly step for the rest of us. And you'll do it with great finesse, bringing your artistic spirit, your natural ease, and your humility. The whole world should be so lucky as to walk beside someone as genuine as you. Abby, if ever there was a North Star guiding us toward the way of justice and equity, you embody it. Your deep concern for others and your empathy for the marginalized is profound. You bring to this community a growing sense of self-confidence, a sensitivity for others' struggles, and the power to make a difference in this world. It is our great blessing that you have chosen to journey with us. Amelia, every community needs someone daring and resilient, and you bring those gifts to us in spades. I waited this long. You know when to offer your lightning-fast quips and energize the group, and yet you also know when to show up with thoughtful curiosity. Whew. From roller coasters to lacrosse fields. Thank you, dear friend. Whew. Following Jesus with you in our midst, Amelia, is an adventure worth taking. Allie, in one moment, you are quiet and introspective, and in the next, you are passionately sharing your thoughtful comments. Like Tinkerbell, you bring a little bit of magic wherever you go. Here in this church, that looks like sprinkling your healing power through your generous service, your laughter, and your warmth, always with maturity and effervescence. Thank you for saying yes to this church family. Avery, you remind us there is strength in sensitivity, and there is power in asking deep questions. Whether you are doing a jig across an Irish dancing stage, or you're running to help a friend or a family member in need, you are always moving with integrity and love in your heart. Journeying with you is no regular walk. It is a dance of joy. Lex, wise beyond your years, you are a role model for the young and the old alike. From playing a character in the theater to showing up as your authentic, amazing self on the steps of this chancel, you are a fierce and beautiful presence. You will surely continue to model for us what it looks like to be true to ourselves as you exemplify the wonder of God's transformative love. We are grateful for you. Drew, no one knows what it's like to get knocked down and then summon the courage to get back up again, quite like a football player. You bring a spirit of determination to this community in the most delightfully relaxed demeanor. Your love for your own family is a testament to your caring nature. We are incredibly lucky that you've been a part of this ever-widening circle for so long and that you've chosen to say yes to your faith here with us today. Jane, your strength of character is evident both on the volleyball court and in moments of quieter conversation. Your heart is simultaneously tender and tough, and you exude a sense of peace wherever you go. In a faith community, that is a gift that comforts those who mourn and encourages those who are timid. We are a better church with you as a part of this family. I said it once, but it is worth repeating. You are all extraordinary. Please also know this. There is no expectation that you have it all figured out or that what you believe today will be your belief forever. Faith is deeply personal and fluid. We live our faith in community, so this business of following Jesus is not something we do alone. There's a lot of talk in Christianity about Jesus dying for us. I'll be honest, I have always held tighter to the beautiful truth that Jesus lived for us. And the best part of all, he came back for us. There is nothing, not one thing, that any one of you or any one of you can do to keep holy love from finding us. Dear friends being confirmed today, this is a promise. When your faith and your life pilgrimage become challenging and you worry there is nowhere to turn or you feel way off course, we will show up for you, and God is already there. Follow me, Jesus says. That is a tall order and a difficult path. Let's follow anyway, together. Amen.